the game and watch, but instead he's going to be playing. So, as your first ban of the night, not interested in having that new champion played. He does have some bugs, or at least used to have some bugs that went on. Must have gotten fixed because he is playable tonight, which is that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, but we are straight back in. Yasuo banned out as well. Don't need the OB bitch. The OP bitch is what I mean. Not OB. Alistar and Morgana, both great supports with a lot of CC. Super powerful late game. Alistar is best known for the fact that he just doesn't die no matter what you do. Thresh also banned out. And Braum. So a lot of support bans recently, as well as in this game here. So really a lot of supports. That Leona is open. She is known as being super powerful in that bottom lane support with hyper CC. However, they have not decided to play her. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Sky Nolan on the silver team. Going to be trying to play against purple team's platinums with a Kha'Zix. They did. They insta-locked the Leona. How? I could have guessed that. Could have guessed that. Could have guessed that. Oh, somebody left. No, we got a silver left. Sad day. Sad day. Tears. Tears of sadness. Twitch.tv/jkelton. Jake. Join? Nah, man. I'm shoutcasting. Scared of the Dunkarinos with the Leona. It's true. Too powerful. I'm not scaring any silvers away. I don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean. It's the plats that are scaring the silvers away. Well, we'll get another silver in here, guaranteed. If anybody's watching wants to jump on, be silver, all you have to do is look for the game called Plat versus Silvers in the customs game option. The fun is real. The getting wrecked is real. I'm not afraid to show my true colors on the stream. I fear no platinum. Seb Save 34, welcome to the cast mode spectators. Oh, he left. Aw, sad day. Sure, it's more fun to win, but it is about fun. Eagle and Phoenix on his silver side says that he came here to get better and to learn some of these plat moves. Oh, we got a golden, the last order. Is that acceptable? Is that acceptable? Close enough. Enku says close enough that we got a gold. That's no problem at all. So, once again, starting us off, Azir banned out, so is Yasuo. Ban, followed by ban. Same bans as last time, it looks like. Alistar, Morgana, going to be a Thresh. Ban, followed by Braum. Yep. And is he going to pick Kha'Zix again, or is he going to grab Leona? He is. He's going to pick Kha'Zix again. So, Enku insta-locking out Leona again, once again. So, we only lost a couple of minutes there, as we're right back into where we were. X-Shooter91 now picking up Wukong. Possibly for the top lane, possibly for the jungle. Oh, thank you. Guys, this is nothing. You should see me when I actually cast in-game. It's a heck of a lot better because there's more things going on than right now. Right now, it's just picks and bans. But if you guys stick around to actual game, or you can find the game on YouTube. It will be available on my YouTube account, which is YouTube/user/that_shoutcast guy. Pretty much just YouTube that shoutcast guy, and it's me. And you're there. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. I thought I had a thing that told me when you followed. Sometimes it's a little bit late, though, so it'll probably show up here in just a minute if you did follow. Eagle and Phoenix going to be picking up this possible Ahri pick, as well as a potential Ezreal. It does look like X-Shooter 90 or 901 grabbed up a Jace instead in that top lane. Jace super strong, melee form, ranged form, super powerful. Yeah, YouTube link down below. Appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. Thank you for checking that out. And yeah, the games will be available tomorrow to watch, so that way you don't have to feel like you have to be watching the stream and play at the same time. However, if your computer is super powerful enough to do both, it's great to hear some of the commentary of your plays in the game, so it's pretty hilarious. As well as if you check us out. There we go, Harry3425. Thank you for the follow. Appreciamando it. As well as Exusu following. Thank you guys for that. Appreciate it a lot. I do this just for fun. I love to shoutcast games. Love to be a part of this. Oh, we got double jungle. Mo the boss on that Zed jungling, as well as Yusu picking up the jungle as well. Oh, he changed it over to the mid lane. Okay. I thought we were getting excited here. We were going to do some crazy double jungling. I've done that before. Season 3, mained it with my brother, destroyed. We picked Shaco Nunu and just went through the jungle, double gank. You got that Nunu slow plus the damage from the Shaco. Too much to handle. As long as you had Tristana in that bottom lane that could free farm, it was great. But we've got a Kali pickup, Mo the boss taking him, and a Nocturne. Nocturne's great for diving into that back line. Very hard to stop a Nocturne from diving in there. If he can get his fear down as well, that is going to be a dead AD carry. It's great to play, especially against an Ezreal, considering that Ezreal has his little arcane shifts, but Nocturne can follow him through an arcane shift or a flash, so it's going to be great. Ephrasidol. Boys ready for some pro Ezreal ults. We got LCS Ezreal ults up into house. We excited for this. Candy flippin' playing the Queen of Disengage, picking up that Janna. Great for support in that bottom lane. Rather good with an Ezreal simply because Ezreal is such a distance poke champion. He kind of sits in the back and just throws a bunch of Qs. So Janna can play very passively. Can kind of just sit back there, keep him alive, throw out some tornadoes every now and then if an engage happens, but doesn't have to worry too hard about really diving in there. But Janna is super squishy, so it needs to be extremely careful about not getting too heavy with the enemy team. If Leona dives in onto Janna and gets a stun down, a couple Kog'Maw auto attacks, and that Janna is dead. Also, the last order picking up a Tryndamere for the top lane, so it'll be a Tryndamere versus a Jace. I have a feeling that Jace is going to win that engage early. However, late game post 6, Tryndamere is going to come out on top up there. However, again, this is a Silvers versus Plat games, so best job for everybody coming through. Thank you, Sky Nolan. Thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Again, as I say, just wait for the game to actually begin because that's a lot more fun than when we're just doing commentary about the picks and bans. But the white one did pick up that Kog'Maw, so we'll have that extra damage. Kog'Maw generally is great against tanky members. People have a lot of health because he does that % damage with his, I think his passive. And so it's going to be chunking down enemy tanks. However, no one on blue team is really tanky. No one on the silver team is really all that tanky. But hey, it never hurts to have Kog'Maw. He's got a lot of attack speed late game, a lot of damage, as well as those poking opportunities is going to make it very easy for him to keep an eye on the enemy team. I'm just getting in here. Sorry, the teams. Platinum. Can't type. Team Silver versus Team Platinum. If you are on a team and want to actually have a team name, let me know, and I'll go ahead and throw that in here. That way people can actually, if you have a team name that you want to throw in there, because we still got 2 minutes. But in the meantime, I'm going to run through everyone and their champions really fast here. We've got Sky Nolan playing that Kha'Zix in the jungle for Team Silver. We've got Eagle and Phoenix playing the Ahri in the mid lane. Beautiful champion. Enrich Stenlik playing the Ezreal bottom lane ADC. Candy flipping with the support Janna. And the last order taking that Tryndamere in the top lane. For the Platinum team over here on purple side, we've got Enku taking that Leona support bottom lane. X-Shooter 901 in the top lane, Jace. Zishu playing the jungle Nocturne. Going to be popping out of nowhere. Expect him to come when your worst nightmares are there. Mo the boss playing that mid lane Akali. And last but not least, the white one taking that Kog'Maw in that bottom lane ADC role. So, but you're going to have to go through my CC lock first. Yeah. Janna does have some pretty good CC. She's got her Tornado Knockup. She does have some slow as well. I think that's what Harry's talking about, unless he's playing the Leona, which Leona has a much better CC lockdown than Janna does. EQ, things to note is that Leona, when she hits somebody with her E, it stops them from moving. So that's kind of a mini stun in its own way, and then if you time it right, you can actually wait a hair of a second longer than normal to follow with an auto attack, because that E will keep them in place after you finish traveling to them. However, sometimes people can slip away with a flash or something, but even so, you get a stun down on them. Also, her auto attack stun can follow through a flash. So she E's to them, jumps to them, and then she's putting down her Q, and she hits them as they're flashing. They'll actually end up stunned on the other side, which is kind of cool. But that's a perfect position for Leon to then follow up with her Solar Eclipse ultimate and lock them even harder. And by the time the Solar Eclipse stun comes off, she then has her E available, and the whole process repeats itself. It was hilarious in what was that game mode? Sorry, distracted as I switched the stream over to the loading screen. Well, thank you, Efrisital, for the follow. But because see, that's not the right team names. That's what we were looking for. Whoop. There we go. I want to be a part of this. Yeah, you are silver, so you could have filled in Lemtia. We actually had a gold the last second jump into it, but we're going to watch Team Silver versus Team Gold. Blue team is Team Silver, and purple team is Team Platinum. But anyway, so great skins here. Reindeer Cogma, that actually is a very rare skin. I think I might have seen it like twice ever in all my history of playing League, which is a very long time. Hunting Nocturne, great skin. I love the additional, like, what even is that? I think that's something new. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but that's pretty cool. That's something that isn't on the splash art, is it? Or if anyone knows, if Zeusu, if you're on right now, what is that extra additional thing that you have? I want to know. That's really cool. Then we also have Nurse Akali, great skin there. Dynasty Ari, have that skin myself. Pulsefire Ezreal, best Ezreal skin, can't complain. And then the Mecha Kha'Zix. I mean, how could you not own the Mecha Kha'Zix if you had that? I mean, I got the skin back when it was the original. It was the original skin, not when they re-released it. That's really cool. I'm glad they did that. This is gonna be. There'll probably be one more game casted after this. More than likely, just get 2 casts in tonight and then call it quits. I did not create this game. I just jumped into it, and I'm very glad these people let me cast it. So. It could be a full stomp by the Platinum team. It could be a half stomp, you know, if Silver really pulls it together, or there's a challenger tier, somebody who's smurfing on a Silver account and logged in just so that they could be a part of this and just stomp the Platinums. That would be hilarious. However, when you get up to the even high Silver to Platinum levels, sometimes skill level is really more about just how you play mechanics-wise and capitalizing on the other person's mistakes, not necessarily whether you have more skill per se than the other. As well as I've seen it a lot is people that are like high golds can easy beat platinums to diamonds if they know their champion really, really well and the enemy player doesn't know his champion well. Somebody who's played 300 games with the champion, no matter what level tier they are, is going to do better than somebody who's played twice with the champion, simply because they're going to know that champion better. So we'll see how well Silver knows their champions. Oh, I got to do a prediction here. I don't really want to do a prediction. Because I mean, if I go for platinums, then it's kind of unfair to the silvers because hey, I'm predicting the platinums are going to win. And if I predict that the silvers are going to win, then it's more than likely not true because they're silvers versus platinums. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do a prediction this game in particular. But oh, Ezreal's charging up. No, go back. I want to see that. There he goes. Sweet. Oh, he was just spinning around in a circle. Zooming. Power level over 9,000. Tryndamere, where you at, bro? We need you. I'm going to put everyone in the correct lanes here. Jace in the top, Nocturne in the jungle, Akali in the mid lane. There we go. Cool. So we got a little bit of a AFK here between the Akali and Tryndamere. We opted not to use our mains. Ah, very cool. Well, that makes it a little bit fair. That's nice. Looks like we do have a platinum invade here. Oh, Janna got to be careful right around the corner. She did sneak past, though, and I think she got a ward in that bush. So they can see. Actually, we're going to check that here really fast here. We're going to check blue team's vision. No, blue team does not have any vision. Oh, that Ahri's might be caught out there. Oh, the stun from Leona, and that Ahri is a dead Ahri. Kog'Maw did get an auto attack. Okay, I wondered if he actually was paying attention to that. Did get at least one auto attack off. So first blood over to. What's this? You got a diamond? Well, silver team has a gold, so that's what kind of evens it out a little bit, right? Right? No. First blood over to Nocturne. That'll help him in the jungle a lot. Moved in for a quick grab there, and that was really nice. So I want the silvers to win. Best of luck to the silvers. I think it would be hilarious. You can hear that Kog'Maw. It's kind of cute. Anyway, so Nocturne going to be starting his red buff. Kha'Zix actually looks like he's going to be starting Nocturne starting blue buff. Kha'Zix starting the enemy team's red. I think he thought that they were invading his red, so this actually will be accidentally a very good thing, because he is taking red team's red buff and doesn't even know that he still has his own red buff. So awesome job there, Nocturne. And he also started without a leash, so that way red team had no clue that it is gone. So Nocturne's going to show up now for his buff, and oh look! Oh, Nocturne, don't cry. It's okay. It's gone. So he's going to clear these minions. So Kha'Zix did not get level 2. However, he does have his red buff, which is good. So switching back to that bottom lane there. So Kha'Zix actually has a slight advantage now, because he could have a 3 buff lead, but he's going to have to farm that blue and then his own red very, very quickly. A bit of damage up to the last sword on that top lane. As I predicted, Jace using great advantage of his range there in that top lane. Candy flipping, using the shield on herself, trying to stay alive in that bottom lane. Leona did get a little bit of a combo off on her. There's that knockback from Jace, though. However, there's a lot of minions on Jace as well. Tryndamere's just running away. The Ignite's down as well. His health pot's ticking, but not going to be enough. X-Shooter 901 picks up first blood in the top lane. Gotta turn around and get some damage. Another Leona jumping in onto Ezreal. Did get the stun off, however, no follow from Kog'Maw. Just wasn't in range. And now Ezreal's getting some nice poke off on him. That Kog'Maw down to about half health there. So Leona does have the CC, but not enough damage to really follow it up. Without Kog'Maw there wasn't anything. And now Tryndamere is on the side of the minions. Oh, the minion damage too strong. Purple caster minions. Why? X-Shooter 901 going down. And Tryndamere, second death in the game, and he just used his teleport into the top lane, so he's going to have a ways to go to walk all the way up there. In the meantime, Kha'Zix did pick up that third buff, so he now has a lot of buffs on him, which is, it's only 2 because he just refreshed his red buff. But that means that he is a little bit slower in the jungle because he just went buff to buff to buff, so he only has 7 farmed to Nocturne's 14. However, does have a slight advantage in, I believe, level or experience, is that he's going to be leveling a little bit faster than Nocturne, at least for the beginning portion. Nocturne did just kind of clear jungle minions, jungle waves here, so we'll see after they back. Oh, they bought very different things. I was hoping that they buy similar things so we could compare what items they have, but we've got that Madred's razors coming out from Nocturne, and the Spirit Stones start from Kha'Zix. There we go. For some reason I was going to say Kog'Maw. Ah, Leona throwing out there a little bit of a seeking E, not going to land. I really need to memorize what that ability is called. Zenith Blade, that's right, I knew that. Zenith Blade, as well as, not the stick shot, the Shield of Daybreak. Shield of Daybreak to stun. As you're still getting some poke down onto the white one. Kha'Zix waiting just off to the side. He did recently back, however, red team does have a ward in that bush, so if he went in, they would have some vision on him, but they did not. Tryndamere getting a little bit of poke in that top lane, but taking it right back. Half health down to only 300 health, so having a very difficult time up there in that top lane. Already 2 deaths. Purple caster minion is just too strong, man. Too strong. Zeusiud clearing a little bit of a ward up here in that top lane, making sure that Tryndamere does not know when Nocturne's around, so... Please, compassion, mercy, says Tryndamere. You're too strong, Mr. Diamond player. Is that the diamond? I think that might just be a platinum player. It's kind of hard to tell. Leona looking for another jump with that Zenith Blade, not going to find it. In the mid lane, are a little bit even there, 29 farm to 26. Akali did start with those boots and did have some health potions, but those have all been used. So Ahri with a slight advantage there in the mid lane. However, that could be turned right around. Tryndamere, I think, did not back. He just kind of sat underneath the tower for a while until the rest of the minions showed up. Compassion on the poor Tryndamere. Janna using that shield just to help push the wave in her favor. However, maybe bad news is Nocturne is just around the corner. He does not have his ult yet, so he will not be able to leap in. However, Tryndamere's just trying to farm underneath the tower. He's like, this is where I want to be. Nocturne's still waiting just off in the wing. Don't know if he's able to engage if a teamfight does break out. Leona did get in, however, the shield daybreak did not land on Ezreal. In that top lane, last of order, the Ignite is down. He's not level 6 yet. He flashed. Ignite taken away to kind of finish him off. Nocturne realized he is kind of wasting his time, so he's going to back off from that. No reason to be sitting around here in that bottom lane. Sky Nolan tried to come up to help out, but just a bit too late. Didn't have anything. 4 kills over to Team Platinum's. Not too surprised there, but these silvers are still hanging in there, especially in that mid lane. The Ahri versus that Akali doing very nicely. So I think Ahri backed first, and that is why... No, she's not backed yet. Somehow Akali got higher farm than her in the mid lane, even though Akali backed first. Which means she's going to have a minion advantage now that she's back into lane. 34 to 39. And Ahri just backed, so she's going to be even more farmed down in that mid lane. 10.3k gold versus 8.6, already 2k gold in the lead. Nightbot, why are you spamming the heck out of my channel? Why, Nightbot, why? White one, no one in that bottom lane has backed just yet. Ezreal sitting at a nice 53 farm. Kog'Maw almost there as well, 50 himself. Another Shield of Daybreak onto Ezreal. He is very low mana, but he does have level 6. So if he can poke Kog'Maw down a little bit more, he could throw his ult and hopefully, potentially, kill the Kog'Maw. However, Kha'Zix's going to be found out. Where does he go? Oh, Ahri tries to save him. He does flash over the wall, but not fast enough. And now Ahri is 2 ults down, flashes. She may have actually been out. Yeah, I think she was out of her ult, so she couldn't jump again. That's why she flashed. But Akali came in, finished her off. 6 kills over to the Platinum team. Candy flip into another nice knock-up on Leona before backing off. Very low health, though. Ezreal, just have enough mana for your ult. That's all you need. Are you there yet? He does have his ult available. However, no telling whether he actually has the mana for it. Akali just barely taking blue buff. I think he could take it. I think. Let's see here. Ezreal, how much damage do you have? That would do 323. And Kog'Maw is sitting at 273 health. So Ezreal will have to make sure that he lands it. Kog'Maw does have flash and heal available. So that's probably what Ezreal fears, is that Kog'Maw is just going to heal through his ult. So that's why he's not using it. Hey, good play there, Silverman. I probably would just throw the ult out and waste it completely. Tryndamere getting caught in that top lane again. Oh, and 3. Going to go down again. He did use his ultimate. Undying Rage running away. Can he escape? The Ignite is ticking away on him. But Mo the Boss gets the kill. Leona jumping in. Didn't get... Oh, I think did get the Shield Daybreak onto Janna. However... Janna just used her own... Oh, that Kog'Maw is very low health. There's the heal. However, Ezreal planned it the whole way. Just through your ult. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do. Oh, no, he doesn't have enough mana for his ult. He may collect enough. Kog'Maw is waiting just off the bush. This Ezreal's gonna ult the tower, and it's not gonna be right. Nope. He ulted the wrong place. Kog'Maw thought better, knew not to back right by the tower, and instead went to the bushes. So, smart move on that Kog'Maw. Dem plat plays coming through. Shooter 901 just going straight onto the tower. Doesn't even care about the Tryndamere. Can have a ham of a day with him anytime. Gonna continue to smash him down. Hammer beats big sword, if you know what I mean. Ooh, Tryndamere got a little bit of damage. Oh, those minions are still on Shooter 901. He jumps in, enough to get the unstoppable. Kha'Zix coming in from the sidelines, turns invisible, gets the speed boost. He's looking for the kill, the leap as well, but he missed! He missed his slowing spikes and heal, and so Jace turns it around and finishes him off as well. Very, very scary in that top lane. That Jace now 6-0. Akali in the mid lane, max damage. Mo the boss just uses that shroud. Gonna be able to stay invisible for a short bit. Janna here to help out, puts down a tornado, is gonna knock Akali up in the air, and that's about all she's gonna do. And then she's gonna leave. So came by to say hi, didn't save her mid laner, and then went away. So Mo the boss picking up another kill in mid lane. 3-0. Has that blue buff, so has all of the cooldowns. Took away blue team's blue buff, which could be extremely critical on either the Ahri or the Kha'Zix. So a lot of people that could be very useful on. In the bottom lane, oh, they didn't finish off the pink ward. One more hit would be enough. However, the pink ward would be there to take later. Nice flash from Janna. Another beautiful tornado, knocking up a lot of red team's members, causing them to back off. The save by Janna. She did use her ultimate, which wasn't super necessary, but it pushed several members of red team back, so at least they're going to think twice in the future about going back into that. And they do know that pink tower is there, so they could go, or pink tower, I think I meant pink ward. They do know that pink ward's there, so they could go and grab it any time. Nocturne, however, going to come back into this bottom lane, looking for an engage, not really going to find one that he wants. Kind of wastes his sweeping lens there. Nothing in that bush, Nocturne. Nothing in that bush. The white one in this bottom lane just continuing to farm up. Now evening the farm, 73 to 73. However, he does have the advantage of a little bit of an assist from that early game. Oh, Leona jumping in is going to use that Shield of Daybreak onto Ezreal. Nocturne as well. Ulting is going to ult onto Janna, and that is going to be the death of the pretty lady. However, excuse me, that Leona is extremely low health, and Ezreal does have his ult up. He just has to guarantee that hit. In the mid lane, Akali snowball so strong. There's another tower shot. She is very low health. Kha'Zix trying to jump in and to grab her before she's able to escape. I don't think he'll be able to, as in that top lane, the last order gets knocked around once again by Jace up there. Akali did manage to escape. She did not go down. She did walk through that pink ward, though, so they should have seen her. But they may assume that she had walked all the way back to her tower before backing. Oh, they may... Nope, Nocturne says I want it. I was about to say, they may give blue buff right back to Akali. She just had blue team's blue buff and did rather well with it. But, no reason for that. Nocturne says, I want the blue buff this time. GG, well played, says the Tryndamere. However, in that bottom lane, Ezra's got a lot of damage onto the Kog'Maw. There's the ultimate. Guaranteed kill. First blood over blue team. Well, it's their first blood because it's their first kill, so congratulations there, Silver, on your first kill. Ezreal and Janna, nice combination in that bottom lane, grabbing up a Kog'Maw kill for themselves. Leona just doing a little bit of stun on Janna, but that's about all that she can do. Has really no damage to follow up on that. Oh, you knew that pink ward was in there. You didn't even have to put a ward in there, but hey, wards are good, I guess. Looks like we've got duo in that top lane now. Kha'Zix coming up here to help out as well. There's going to be a little bit of a slow there onto the Jace. However, do both of them have enough damage? Kha'Zix leaping out to safety. Will it be enough? Jace getting a little bit of speed boost. However, the flash Tryndamere auto is enough to take him down. I had no idea. Tryndamere took flash. So he flash autoed to grab the kill. Second kill over to blue team. This game is nowhere near done yet. Leona actually used her Solar Eclipse ult, I believe? Nah, it may have just been her E. Or her W. Yeah, she didn't use her ult. She just used her Eclipse. Proc a little bit on Ezreal and Janna down there in that bottom lane. 2 kills to 12. 21k gold to 17. 4k gold in the lead. Red team very, very strong. But who's surprised? Because, hey, they're platinums versus silvers. So, forgiveness given across the board. Leona trying to jump in once again with that Zenith Blade onto Janna. Instead, going to turn and use Shield of Daybreak onto Ezreal before back off. My name is still Bunny. You were the last person that I was playing with. So, here, let me take that off. That is hilarious. Oop, that's not image. That was supposed to be text 1. There we go. in that mid lane. Kali has completely taken over the farm there. Was actually below for a while at the very beginning of the game, but now 86 farm to 64. Kali super strong now. She is starting to snowball with that 4-0 lead. Finished Gunblade as well, so going to be doing a lot of damage. Jace did pick up the blue buff. Kozik's waiting just off to the wing. Don't think Jace knows that. However, nice charm from Ahri, saving her in the mid lane against the Akali. However, she may be going down anyway. There's the Nocturne ult as well, guaranteeing a kill in that mid lane. Jace going to be jumping in right there in that top lane, though. Kozik's still heading just off to the side. Is he AFK? Does he just not care? Who knows? Jumping in now, a little bit too late. Jace turns the damage on him instead, says, I don't really care one way or another. I'll take either one of you on, especially because you went one at a time. Maybe if both had fought at the same time would have been a little bit better. But Shooter 901 picking up that top tower. He did have one death, so his 6-0 killing spree did get ended. Shut down. Ezreal still doing well in that bottom lane. 116 farm to Kog'Maw's 108. Just continuing to do his best. Nice Shield of Daybreak onto Janna. She's got some low health. However, she is going to shield herself and walk away, or float away as the case is, for the moment. Ezreal continuing to farm up. Another nice Zenith Blade from Leona. However, the Tornado from Janna dissuades all engagements. Good flash, don't panic, lol. If you're about to die, just die. No reason to waste summoners and abilities. This is the truth, Akali. The truth. Akali coming into this bottom lane. This is the vision on Ezreal that Akali's going to want. She's going to jump in actually onto Janna, get some of those resets. However, the flash from Ezreal is going to keep him alive for the moment. But now, 5-0, Akali's still super, super strong. I wonder what the reset on that Gunblade is. 60-second cooldown, so every minute she can kill another person with that ease. Ezreal throwing out the ultimate just to try to kill some minions quick, but it's not going to be enough to save the tower, and that is going to go down. The white one picking up that one. Nice ult from Ahri. Is actually, she ulted away from the place where Akali was jumping to. Kozik's got the slow. He's going to leap in, and a nice Q going to finish off Akali. So Akali going to be shut down. So only Nocturne and Leona have actually lived fully through this Plat versus Silver's game. Zusu not being caught a little bit in the mid lane. The exhaust is down, going to slow him down as well. Ezreal did finish that Iceborne Gauntlet to continue to have slows, and the Kha'Zix cleans up the kill on that one. Now 2-2-1, and they're trying to make the game turn a little bit. How do you stem the tide coming in? Well, you could build a wall of sand, I suppose. Yona Zenith blading onto Trudamir, who doesn't have a whole lot, but he's going to try to do some stuff anyway. That mid lane tower is extremely low health. There's that ping for it. Ezreal just needs to poke at a time or two. There's the ultimate from Leona. Trudamir says, I don't care. I'm going to use my own ult and finish off taking the tower. And that Leona is very low health. However, Jace now running away for his life. Janna with an ultimate knocking him back. He's still trying to win away. Decides to turn and engage onto Ezreal. Kog'Maw just off to the side. Flashes to safety for the moment. Janna gets another nice knock up. And the Ezreal with the ultimate, followed by the Janna slowing E, I believe it is, finishes Jace off. And now they're going to turn on to Kha'Zix. But the charm from Ahri finishing off the Nocturne. These Platinum members are going in one at a time. Kog'Maw and Leona still alive. However, Akali may be coming in for the cleanup crew. She is just around the corner. She was the first one to die, so she could finish off all those people. There's one jumping onto the Ezreal. However, Ahri jumping to the sidelines, trying to help finish her off. Will it be enough? The Gunblade onto Ahri. There we go. Oh my god. Triple kill over to Akali. However, the Janna survives. The Janna survives. Trudamir stuck it out long enough. Akali did go down, and the Janna survived. We're actually going to back up for a second and slow some of that fight down. So she gets the double kill, finishes off with Ezreal and Ahri. Trudamir coming in here. One auto attack, two auto attack. She's invincible, but a last auto attack finishes her off. And oh my gosh, that Janna was so low health, but survived incredibly enough. And so 7 kills to 18. Quite a number of blue team now with a kill underneath their belt. Pretty much everyone does. Even Kha'Zix and Trudamir have 2 kills now, which is really good. And Makes it feel a little bit more confident. Tryndamere going ham onto Kog'Maw. Leona's not here to help him out. He did get slowed and just auto-attacked him to death. Tryndamere spinning to safety from that passive. Doesn't even care. Kog'Maw doesn't even pick up some minions off of that passive. 8-18. 3-5 Tryndamere was having to struggle in that top lane, but now that he's finished that, Yuumi's Ghostblade is going to be speeding around the map to grab some of these kills. Now, a lot of members of Red Team had not backed previously to be able to grab new items, and now that they have, are going to be a good bit stronger. This Akali just got a triple kill, 9-2, so serious damage snowballing. Jace as well, 6-2, doesn't have too much cares, is going to be trying to pick up this blue buff, is going to get it. Luckily, Ahri didn't show up there. She probably would have died if she had showed up at the same time as this Jace. However, she did not, so Jace did not see her and did not kill her. Kali jumping in onto Janna. Nice tornado. However, that's not going to keep Janna alive for long. Despite the slow, Janna still went down. But she got the pink ward, so worth, right? Total worth. Total worth. Kha'Zix waiting just off to the side, going to catch sight of this Akali, get some damage down, but Akali's damage is too great. There's Kha'Zix ult, trying to get him off to this side. Isn't enough, turns invisible again. Nocturne picking up the dragon despite a attempt by Ezreal to steal it. Good ult there, good try, never hurts. But now Red Team is looking really strong, and they're pushing in onto these towers. Ezreal in that bottom lane is just trying to slow the advance of Kog'Maw, but Leona's right around the corner. Beautiful charm from Ahri. Will that keep her alive long enough? Not enough. There's one tower shot, and the speed boost by Jace may have helped save her there. Putting down the gate, which means that he gave her a speed boost, and she could jump out of that tower's range. So, good try nonetheless. And Ahri did get a nice charm off on Akali, but it was not enough. Jace right around the corner to help out on that kill. Tryndamere coming into this bottom lane. He's got to get the slow onto Leona. Will it be enough? Jace also showing up, and blue team says, "Oh, we're going to back off after that." Okay. We thought it was a 3v2, but in this 3v3, we're going to think twice about this. We don't know if we want to do that. We're just going to stick around here and farm a little bit more. So, actually, I thought I was zoomed in a little bit. So, Candy flipping, Evan done a pretty good job down there trying to keep Ezreal alive. He is 1-1-4, which says something as an Ezreal player against Platinums. Trymere is going to go in hard. Going to go on in. Kha'Zix there as well to help out. But Jace with the damage finishes off Janna. Ezreal doesn't recall, stops it, throws out the ultimate, grabbing up that Kog'Maw kill. Nice job. And the slow as well onto Leona. Ezreal jumping in, picks up a double kill. And now Ahri is looking for blood on the Jace. Gets the charm. Great job. And the ignite. She finishes it off. Ezreal actually flashed to auto him one last time, despite the ignite from Ahri being done anyway. So that was a burnt flash for really no reason, but I guess the spirit was in it, and that's what counts. So, nice charm onto Akali once again. Is going to back off a little bit. Has that double buff, but she is already... Oh, no, there's one... Oh, you got to spam that stuff a lot faster, Ahri. You really got to use those if you're going to try to do that. I think you can have like 1 second between each use of your ultimate, and she definitely did not use all three. I wonder if all three Akali could chase down. As it was, Akali just had to jump to her twice, and that was the end of her. Nocturne as well, jumping in onto Ezreal. He used heal, but not going to be fast enough. This tower just continues to just poke damage away from Akali. However, that Gunblade is going to keep her healing. Jan throwing out a tornado, not really going to land on one. Kha'Zix is going to go hunting. However, he's standing on a ward, so he is going to be seen. Akali just off to the side, knows that he is coming. There's 3 of them there in that bush. That sleeping lens from Kha'Zix. Nice job making sure there's no wards in there from Red Team. A beautiful solar eclipse going to mean that a lot of Blue Team's members are going to be stuck. Akali leaping in from the sidelines, just so hard to find. That is going to be all members of Red Team here showing up. Ahri putting out a little bit of damage. Will it be enough? I think she charmed Leona, which was the tankiest member, and actually wasn't even in tower aggro, and so wasn't super effective. But still very nice. Still very nice. They got him to back off and save her teammates, so, I mean, that's good. That's good. Alright, throwing another charm. Didn't land this time as they continue to poke damage down. That Leona is very low health, but still super, super tanky. There's one Ahri ultimate. However, Leona is just off into the corner. A second Ahri ultimate's going to keep her alive for a moment. That Leona is very low health. A nice Ezreal Q over the wall, and followed by the Arcane Flash, or Arcane, what is that called? We're going to check that out right now. Where are you, Ezreal? I keep forgetting. Arcane Shift. Yeah, Arcane Flash. I mean, it is a flash of sorts, but Arcane Shift meant that he was able to take it out. So, trying to catch vision on this Akali. She's gonna leap over to a minion, try to keep away. Will it be enough? She does have double boost, which is good. Tryndamere has already used his Yumi's Ghostblade to speed up. However, gonna be caught out by several other members here. There's another Shroud. She flashes over the wall. She lives for now. Blue team pushing hard in this bottom lane. Kha'Zix doing a nice jump over the wall. However, the flash from Jace might spell the death of him as he gets underneath the tower. Oh, the use of the ultimate, keeping him alive for a moment longer. Janna tanks the tower. Ezreal picks up a kill on Akali. Great job there. And Kha'Zix lives. Janna going ahead and using her ultimate just to heal him up a little bit more as they determine they do want this tower. So Jace got a little bit of damage onto Ahri. However, they focused on the tower and took that. Tryndamere just moving straight in. He wants this Jace, but with another tower going down in the mid lane, he backs off saying, maybe I don't want this. Kha'Zix showing up here. Jungler versus jungler fight. Who will win? Kha'Zix did miss that rocket slow. The flash from Nocturne guaranteeing that he lives for the moment. He ults onto Janna, and one auto attack after the ult finishes her off. Max damage. Now they're going to 1v1 fight, and Kha'Zix comes out in the lead in the mid lane. That's got to feel good as a silver against the platinum player. Not bad at all. However, Nocturne did use a lot of his stuff on Janna. Didn't save the buddy. Didn't save your buddy. But I mean, you won the fight though, so that's good. Revenge kill, you know. Ezreal did pick up double buff off the Akali kill, so that's rather nice. Gonna have that for the next couple of moments the team fights do break out. 14 kills to 25. Game is not over. The game looked over at the beginning of the game as it was 9-0, I believe it was. No one had any kills on blue team's side, the silver side. However, they have turned it around just a bit and said that they are going to at least fight it till the end. Alright, getting a nice bit of damage onto Akali. Gonna use the last of her ultimate to back off. She thought she was close enough for a charm, but that is a huge ult down. And now that Akali knows that, she's gonna come in looking for blood on the Ahri. Gonna back off because the help from Janna is just a little much. 5 kills on the Ezreal, 5 and 2. What a great pick this game, as well as doing a fantastic job so far with the Iceborne Gauntlet, as well as the Soul Reaver means that he's going to have a lot of mana. As long as he can continue to poke with his Q, he's going to have the damage. Double wards there from blue team in the River Bush. Want to make guaranteed sure that they have that vision. Some damage and slows onto Leona. She is the she has died twice, so all plat members have died, but that is going to be a lot of deaths here. Akali picking up both the Ezreal and now the Ahri, followed up by the Kha'Zix. Triple kill. The CC from Leona and Jace enough to just give her those kills over. Snowballing Akali, 16 and 3. Too strong indeed. Tryndamere split pushing off to the side, pushing down that bottom lane. But he may have to back unless he decides just to continue to farm it up and push it. Janna doing her best. A nice knockup actually stopped Akali in the middle of her jump. However, she's just going to jump back and take a chunk of health from that Janna. Maybe a little bit too gone. Janna, yeah. Yeah, you tried, but no cigar there for you. Sorry. 1-7. Ezreal poking the Leona. Not sure why he poked her instead of the... maybe he didn't feel that he could get a shot off on the Akali. Perhaps, but... Another tower going down. Nocturne on it up here in that top lane. Ezreal's going to find him, trying to land something on him. He's going to turn it on to Ezreal, who's just going to arcane shift out of the fear that Nocturne's trying to ult away, jumping on the Ezreal, but it's actually Kha'Zix who picks it up. Sky Nolan grabbing yet another kill now. 4, 4, and 7. Not bad. Not bad at all. Tryndamere in the meantime is just continuing to split push. Just farm up those minions. 206 farm. Almost double most of his team's farm, which is rather good, especially having such a struggle in that top lane. However, that Randuin's Omen is going to be necessary for team fights, so Trin kill him. Want to see this Trin versus Jace fight. See who is stronger. You're 1 level on him. Well, not anymore. Yeah, Jace is 8-3, so he has a lot more kills, which generally means a lot more gold, and he is almost equal to the gold that Tryndamere has, so Tryndamere just backed off. Ahri being caught out once again, going to go down. Akali picking up that one. Mo the boss doing very well, 18-3. Had a little bit of struggle at the beginning of the game, but once she got snowballing, it's hard to stop her. She is nursed Akali, but instead of dealing the heals, she's dealing the pain. Instead, healing her own team. You're supposed to heal wounds, not inflict them. The exhaust onto the Akali, not going to be super helpful. It does slow her movement a little bit and decrease some of her damage, but that's about all that it does. She does have Gunblade, and Zanya's up. She's going to use them now, jumping straight onto the Ezreal despite being knocked back. She's going to back off after grabbing the Ezreal kill. Just so much damage every time she uses her ultimate. Doesn't even care. Can pretty much two-shot anyone on blue team as they don't really have any solid tank. Rammus would have been a great pick into the other team because he can simply taunt the Akali, and that pretty much spells the death of Akali. But now she jumps in onto the Janna. Janna's still alive. The Zanya's, though, going to save the Akali. And Nocturne just going to ult in to grab that Janna kill. And now Akali on that rampage is going to be finishing off Ahri as well. Tryndamere coming in, trying to finish him off. But CC too strong. And he is, well, he's still alive because of the use of his ultimate. But CC too much. The fear, the stuns from Leona. He's going to go down. Zusu with perfect ults every time. Doing a great job. Jace just pushing turrets. I think he did back after he got that bottom turret. And Kog'Maw's been AFK for a while. So Mo the boss going to go down. Kha'Zix's actually picking up that kill. And now Ezreal getting the good bit of damage onto Nocturne. However, they did lose both turrets there. And Nocturne is considering backing off. Just doing a little bit of laugh spam there. So the definition of madness is to repeat the same actions over and over, expecting a different result. Hey. I don't know why we play this match with uneven teams. Oh, he was the last pick pulled in. So, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But it did say Plats versus Silver. He is gold, which is pretty close. So, we are supposed to teach you. 20-40, 10-50. So, Tryndamere, what did you learn this game? That's really the question. Well, I'm not learning shit. Got a good bit of damage. Nocturne just jumped straight into that back line onto the Ezreal. Will it be enough? He is going to go down. Kha'Zix picking up that kill. Pushing through the mid lane. Kha'Zix did use that last second, or the little bit left of his ultimate to try to slow them. A nice flash ult from Janna. Going to mean that Leona caught out completely. Gonna go down as well. So that was all 5 members of blue team helping on that kill, and Tryndamere picked it up. We're supposed to be teaching? I'm just having fun. I can see that. Yeah, Nocturne 6-5 doing well. Akali the best with that 21-4. Kha'Zix with the AFK. So what am I supposed to learn, senpai? Indeed, teach me, senpai. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Blue build Ez supposedly is horrible, which is terrible according to Akali. What am I doing wrong, says Ahri. She wants to ask for a little bit of help. 2-12-8. So getting a little bit of ice. No bruise Ez OP. Please nerf. Your CS was bad. I was out CSing you. Early game. Indeed you are, Zusu. So it looks like red team's taking a moment here to teach blue team a little bit. Akali educating Ahri on the need for harassing. As an Ahri, you do have the advantage over the Akali with the range. So your Q can kind of go through all the minions, and then you follow with a bunch of auto attacks, or you simply auto attack minions, and every time Akali comes for the minions, you Q her. And that way you continue to harass her. We'll see if they have any other advice. You need to freeze the waves, not push it, and zone me. Their advice as well. Akali getting slowed by a lot of members of blue team here. Tryndamere getting a little bit of damage. She's going to jump straight on Janna, who got a nice tornado knocking her up. The Zanya is from Akali going to save her as Nocturne leaps in. Janna ultimate out, but not going to save her. as Akali just finishes off Kha'Zix. Ezreal's still alive as well as that Tryndamere. He's already used his ultimate though. Doesn't have much left. Akali picking up that one. She may look at jumping in onto Ezreal, or they could look at just finishing the game up. And it looks like they will do that. Ezreal almost with the kill on Akali just before the end of the game. But that is game over. Victory for red team, even though it looks like it's blue team. It's victory for me because I'm the spectator. I always get to enjoy it. And AFK Kog'Maw. AFK Kog'Maw. So when is the next game? I have no idea. I did not make this game. I did not create it. I could create a game if you want me to. However, my games I do make. Yeah, he is AFK. So everyone report the AFK Cog. Because even if he's in a winning team, and that team, the Platinum players, he shouldn't be AFK.